So for your dessert, I give you a 10.
Whose idea was it?
It was my idea. I think I convinced him that we were going on an amazing race.
For dessert, I'm giving you a 10. Simple as that.
They're calling them the Italian Stallions, Nick Mazzoni and Rocco Labella. Two best mates from Adelaide now making their mark on My Kitchen Rules, the latest in a long line of South Aussie cooking talent. The whole thing must be just an extraordinary roller coaster of an experience. What's it like?
I think Nick and I are definitely the roller coaster team of the series this year, but I hope people at home are enjoying that.
And in an Italian spin on the Aussie tradition, it was Rocco's mum's roast which bowled the judges over in the first round.
Spectacular.
I think my mum said he did it better than she's ever done it.
It looks so fiddly.
It was just amazing that night how everything worked so well for us. So we were shocked, I think, more than the contestants.
And speaking of the competitors, what are they really like?
They were fantastic. Every day was a laugh for us.
We got on with everyone, but we're just easygoing guys, I think. So, you know, we've made great friends so far throughout this competition.
If you think making a reality cooking show is all fun and food, well, think again.
It's long days and...
I think they use less than 3% of the footage that we actually take.
Wow, less than 3%.
Yeah.
So it's not like you whip in and cook a meal and you're out again.
The cooking is for real, as you see it on screen with the time. There's no mucking around with that, but just the process involved in getting it all set up, it's a long time.
By the end of the day, the cooking is probably the most fun part.
Yeah.
With everything that goes with it. You'd think that would be the most stressful, but that was actually the best part of it.
And what about the kitchen? And, you know, I'm not being sexist here, but two fabulous, good-looking young blokes, I don't expect to see doing fiddly things in a kitchen. Where did that passion come from?
I think we can thank our mothers for that. You know, being in an Italian family as well with the Italian upbringing, they just sort of put it on us from a young age, but it's more so that we enjoy doing it as well.
They used to cook together quite a bit, especially when we would go out and my older son would babysit for us, and all the older children would go and play games, computer games, or watch TV, and Nick and Rocco would try their skills in the kitchen. And cook themselves these little meals and then go down to the cellar and get themselves a little bottle of champagne.
So how old were they then?
Oh, about 10, I guess.
Really?
Yes, and we found a couple of bottles a few times.
But it was only spumante.
Yeah, it was only that cheap birdie stuff.
Two of the proudest mums in Adelaide are lifetime friends Franca and Kathy, who've watched their boys grow up together.
Our children never had takeaway.
Yeah.
And we love our kitchen as well, Kathy and I.
Yes, and we always encourage the boys, whatever they wanted to try out in the kitchen, and the food was always there for them to experiment with, and we were happy for them to do that.
What else you got here? I can show you. Let's go over here.
Yeah. Cut.
The two best mates were never far apart, neighbours across a vineyard in the Adelaide foothills.
Growing up, I think we were probably the biggest troublemakers on the street. I think the parents, they had no choice. We live on the same street, we went to the same school together, and, you know, we've just done basically everything together, so...
We're definitely bad influences on each other.
So, going through the experience and where you're up to now, would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I think we've said it to each other, you know, numerous times. This is probably, to experience with someone as well, like a mate, it's just something that we'd never forget, I don't think.
It's just the perfect show, the way it was structured, it worked out perfect for both of us. Two guys go to Sydney and just have a blast.
And I have to ask you, are people recognise you in the street now?
That's the funny part. We didn't think that would happen, but it's actually starting to happen. It's a little
Nick
bit...
loves all the attention.
And the girls?
Taken off. That's Rocco.